Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. He makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. Oh my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself. Don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling 'cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning and find him. You ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count. I got no rules, I count. I got to love for myself. I got no rules, I count. Don't pick up the phone. I got no rules, I count. Two, don't let him in. I got no rules, I count. Three, don't be his friend. I got no rules, I count. I count, I count, I count, I count. Practice makes perfect. I'm still trying to learn it, but it's sleep and breathe it, rehearse and repeat. Don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling 'cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning and you're under him. You ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count. I got no rules, I count. Look, hey, why do I know that my time coming up? Out of my mind, my time ain't enough. Stay to my grind.
Top of the morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy FOMC day. What's going on, guys? How are we doing? Are we happy? Are we healthy? Are we wealthy? How's life? Are we doing well? Good morning to each and every one of you. It is 10 a.m. EST on Wednesday. I tell you long ago. And, you know, I'm expecting some volatility today. Hopefully we can get into some positions, some new Bitcoin positions. I am not currently in any Bitcoin trades at the moment. I did miss the long yesterday, unfortunately. Missed the long. We had the long set up in the Nexus yesterday. It just happened way too fast for me, to be honest. And instead, I was focused on Cardano. And we took this Cardano long, and I'm currently up like 7K on that. So I'm okay with this Cardano setup that we have. But today it is all eyes on Biddy. Okay, I am looking to get into a new position. And I'm expecting a little bit of volatility here. You know, we obviously have the first FOMC, and I don't know how often they happen. It feels like they happen every day, but it's the first FOMC and what seems to be a month at least. You know, we still have all the tariff shit. Bitcoin's been on a tear back at 97K. Can't say that it was unexpected. Like I said, we had a long here yesterday in the Nexus. And to answer your question, Top Mole, yeah, hell yeah, we're still looking to short. I think that we're in swing short territory. I think that this might be a fake FOMC pump that could take us down to like 86K. And so if we have the, if we're lucky enough to get a scam pump during FOMC, I am looking to short upon confirmation, of course. I am looking to short approximately 98.2, 98.3, 98.4, that area. Okay, they don't have to stop there, but if you take a look at Market Cypher, shouts out to Market Cypher, by the way. If you take a look at Market Cypher, I don't know why my internet is so laggy whenever I go on the public YouTube. But in the event that we do get a scam pump, we A, have vector candles that we can come and recover to. Very simply put. But B, you're going to be getting divs on basically the daily time frame and down. And so I do think that that will give us enough fuel to get somewhat of a move to the downside, at the very least down to like 92.8. Okay, so keep in mind today, right now, when it comes to FOMC, guys, you got to understand something. Okay, whenever open interest is dead, okay, they will usually form a range and get you to commit your funds. Okay, the whole goal is to get your open interest increased. Now, when it comes to actually news events like FOMC, okay, the market makers are like, they don't need to hide their intention. Shouts out to all the Otter Gang people. Welcome, my friends. Alex, thank you for bringing them here. I appreciate you, bro. So when it comes to, by the way, anybody that's new here, my name is Geo. I teach you guys why the market moves the way that it does. Alex is a good friend of the channel, good friend of mine. He lives half an hour away from me. I'm the guy that went to the Leafs game with him. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And Alex, I appreciate you. So anyways, here's what I'm looking at, okay? Bitcoin obviously had its move to the upside, blah, 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 whatever. We already know that. Now, when it comes to these news events specifically, they are allowed to hide their irrational moves within news events like today. Okay, so what that means is normally they need to make you, market makers' job is to convince you to commit your capital, right? Which means they need to convince you that you may get a move, right? That you're possible, like that you can win, right? Their job is to make you, it's like at the casino, right? When you're versing the dealer, the odds are in the dealer's favor, obviously, right? They have the edge, but you can win, right? And that's how the casino plays the game, right? Like they make you think that you can win. Trading is no different. And when it comes to these FOMC and these mad news events, right? They very much so can hide their ill intent behind this move and just say, oh, it's because of FOMC, it's because of the news. So we'll see if we get a short position here. I'm hoping that we do. Right now, I'm not currently long on Bitcoin. My only position that I'm in is I'm long on ADA. Okay, I'm pretty giga long on ADA. Made about 7K yesterday. And I am looking, we're going to see what happens here now. We're going to see what happens. I'm looking up. Maybe we get it actually during stream right now. So we'll see. Hopefully we get the confirmations. But to all that are here, welcome. Welcome. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope the Otter Gang is well. How many people do we have right now in the stream? We have 286 people and we have 32 likes. All I ask you, my friends, is that if you like the video, if you like the stream, and only if you like the stream, only if I earn your like, do I ask for you to hit the like button. Do not give it to me if I do not deserve it. So yeah, you know, I think right now all eyes on Bitcoin. And here's what I will say, okay? This is a very aggressive short, and unless you get really good confirmation, I don't recommend taking that short, because what did I just say? The market makers are allowed to hide their ill intent, okay? Market makers are allowed to hide their ill intent behind very important news events like today. Now, one thing that I want to bring your attention to is USDT dominance, okay? Because I don't think many people in this space specifically emphasize USDT dominance, at least the way that I do, okay? And the way that I trade, the way that I do my analysis is quite simple, okay? And I use USDT dominance as a direct inverse correlation, okay, to what the market is going to do. Because obviously, when people are tethering up, that means that they're selling their crypto. So it's an inverse correlation. Now, my current TA on USDT dominance is as follows. We are in a high time frame swing point. Okay, if you follow your structure, we have low, we have high, we have low, we have high, we have low right now. We're trying to make a new lower low. We're trying to change high time frame trend. This change of high time frame trend would be bullish for the market. However, we are forming what appears to be a potential Model 1 reaccumulation or a Model 1 distribution. Now, in my opinion, I am more favored to the idea that this is a distribution. What that means is that USDT dominance is going to go down, which means that the market is going to go up, okay? I'm more in that favor until proven otherwise. And the reason that I'm more biased in that favor is because if we're looking at our analysis objectively, you can see very clearly on USDT dominance. And by the way, guys, if you are foreign to USDT dominance, make sure you stick around the channel, because I do cover USDT dominance quite extensively, and the majority of my trades are based off of USDT. Like, I don't enter trades without knowing what my USDT dominance is doing. So I highly recommend that you stick around and I'll teach you a couple things when it comes to USDT dominance, okay? So all that we have here is you have what appears to be a Model 1 distribution, which is just 3 taps to the high, okay? And you confirmed that Model 1 distribution with getting this internal break of structure. So if you form your structure, you have high, you have low, you have high, you have low, you have high, you have low, and you have break, okay? What this break does for me is it confirms this SFP, okay? SFP stands for swing failure pattern. It is essentially what it sounds like. It is when the market on whatever asset you're looking failed to take that previous swing point. So your previous swing point up until then was like this. This low tried to take out that high. It failed. It's a swing failure pattern. When you get this break of structure to the downside, you confirm this swing failure pattern. And as a result, your target now becomes this low. Now, these are equal lows, and these equal lows are right next to these semi-equal lows. Shouts out to Dave Digital. Shouts out to Trade Intuition. Shouts out to Alexandra G. Shouts out to David. Shouts out to DDT. Shouts out to Alex Crypto. Shouts out to you all. Okay, and yes, I know, man, the market is mad choppy, bro. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. So right now, as you can see on my arrows, we have a breaker block that we hit, okay, on the retest and coming down, and both of my arrows are pointing down to this low, okay? So I'm bullish on the market until this low gets hit. Once this low gets hit, we will see what happens at that point, and that's why my only position as of right now is my Cardano long. That's the only thing that I'm in, okay? That's the only thing that I'm in, and I'm expecting a pre-FOMC, well, which like today and yesterday, and potentially during FOMC, I'm expecting a pump. Okay, now obviously that's happening right now. That's not news to anybody. The reason I went on this whole tangent on USDT dominance, and my apologies, I need to say good morning to you all properly. Good morning to everybody in the chat. If you are here for the very first time, let me know that you're here for the very first time and how you found me. Did you just get forced into this room by Alex Crypto? Did you find me on the YouTube search? Was I recommended by CryptoFace? Let me know how you're here and if you're new so that I can properly greet you and introduce myself. But my point to that whole tangent with USDT dominance is I might take an aggressive trade here, okay? But ultimately, I'm going to be monitoring USDT dominance. I think that whatever pair you're watching, it's more important for you. Like, instead of trading the pair that you're trading, I believe it is more important to watch USDT dominance, because I believe that there are no significant shorts until at the very least this low gets hit, but more probable this low gets hit. And while we're talking about Bitcoin potentially being in a swing short zone, which it is for me, okay? While we're talking about that, we need to also understand that this idea could completely fail, right? We could blow through the level, backtest it, and then continue higher, right? So I don't just trade levels blindly. I don't have limit orders here. I don't have any of that. I have very strict rules, very strict entry criteria. I'm very patient, and I'm going to be monitoring USDT dominance to correlate with this move. Now, what could happen and what do I hope happens? I hope that Bitcoin pulls back from here. Okay? I hope that Bitcoin pulls back from here. But I hope that alts continue to move. So, let me explain. I'm bullish on the market primarily until this low goes. I would very much so like this low to go. The target doesn't have to hit, but that's what I'm targeting right now. Look at how close Bitcoin is to the high, or to the level that we're looking to short, relative to how far USDT dominance is, okay? We don't like that. What we do like is, or what we want to happen is, we want Bitcoin to get a scam pump. We want to short the living shit out of it. We want Bitcoin to come down and just hang around here. And then we want it to range. And when it ranges, we want the alts to start moving, okay? We want the alts to start moving when Bitcoin ranges, and then potentially giving us our alt season. I'm not saying we're going to get an alt season. I'm not saying, like, let's call it an alt day. We'll call it an alt day. I want Bitcoin to go sideways, and I want the alts to move. And that, to me, would be a good representation of USDT making its way down to here. Am I making sense? All right, let me say hello to each and every one of you properly now. Guys, if you like the content, only if you like the content, please give me a like. It really helps out the channel a lot. If you do not like the content, I'm sorry. I pray that you find who you are looking for. Good morning to each and every one of you. Let me know how you guys are positioned. Are you guys long right now? Are you short right now? Do you have no idea what's going on right now? I will tell you this. I am very, it has been very choppy and it has been difficult. So if you're struggling, then, you know, don't forget that some of us are also struggling. You know, April was a very developing month for myself. And though it was not my greatest P&L, no way. It was April, I'm at an all-time high in terms of trading development. That I will tell you. Okay, that I will tell you. Second time, shouts out to Jorge. Welcome to the channel, my brother, for the second time. Alex introduced. Alex brought you here. Alex. Man, Alex is a good dude. I remember you from CF and being wasted coming back from the music festival. See, yeah, I was like, man, excuse my French, but I was like pretty messed up. And, and I was like on a high horse because at that point, that was when Bitcoin was at, that was when Bitcoin hit the 49K dump last summer. And I was calling for that way up here. I actually, so check this out. I swing shorted Bitcoin right here. Literally right here. And I'm not even exaggerating when I show you, like, this was literally my position. 29.5 risk reward. I shorted basically 70K on live. I took a scalp short. People in the YouTube were giving me shit this whole range. Oh, you're a perma bear, whatever. I took a scalp short here and people were betting me that it wasn't even going to go down to here. Meanwhile, I was like, plot twist, guys, this is a swing short. Anyways, so I was like really like, I was like pumped because everybody was giving me shit saying, oh no, Bitcoin can't go down, da da da. And then it actually happened, you know? So I was like, not I told you so, but sometimes when people slander you on the internet, you got to kind of rub it in a little bit. Alex dumped you in here. So far, so good. Cool, man. Cool. Welcome. Pump the likes up to match the viewer count, says Clay the Great. Clay, what's going on, my friend? Am I bumping Elenium? It might have been Elenium. Yeah, I like Elenium. Do you like Elenium? Forced by Alex at gunpoint. USD dominance is the exact opposite of BTC. Yeah, man. And I use USDT dominance as crazy confluence. Like I'm always watching USDT dominance to follow the inverse correlation all the time. By the way, guys, I just want to let you know, if I do end up taking a trade, all content presented is a complete joke and should not be taken seriously. Geo is an incompetent 5'2" and 3/4 wannabe singing non-financial advisor. Crypto is a scam. Making money online is impossible. Global warming is real and the earth is flat. Viewer discretion is advised. In other words, do not listen to me. Okay? And not only that, but YouTube, you guys are delayed by like 30 seconds. Okay? So if I get in and then I get out, by the time you get in, don't do that. Okay? Don't listen to me. What do I know? Okay, I'm just a 5'2" and 3/4 wannabe singing non-financial advisor. So please don't listen to me. But we'll see what happens here. I will likely take the patient approach. I might try to catch the knife here. But we'll see. We will see. Shouts out to the Nexus, by the way, which is my premium network. All right. What are we looking at right now? Who do we got here? My biceps on the pump right now. Yesterday was arm day, bro. And I'm pretty swole right now, but it's because I'm a little bit thick right now. Any chance me and Mal are going to collab? I don't know who Mal is, but if you tell Mal to hit me up, then maybe. First time here. Shouts out to Ty. I do give signals. Let's take a look at this. No, I don't actually give official signals, but let's take a look at this signal that I gave yesterday. Okay, so yesterday I told the Nexus, check this out. We did our analysis. Okay, so the Nexus is my VIP, my premium network. You get access to the Nexus course. You get access to myself. You get access to the network. You get access to all my real-time updates and my morning streams. I update this thing like a million times a day. I'm not even joking, saying exactly what I'm looking for, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And yesterday I updated the Nexus and I said, where are we here? I said, if my gig along on ADA is going to work, it's going to be from right here. We had the most perfect setup, the absolute most beautiful trade possible. I said it right away. 20 minutes later, we were up 3 grand, TP'd one, and then continued it on, right? And that position right now is this position here. That position is this position right here is where we entered. And my target for that position is up towards 0.74 cents. Okay, if the target gets to 0.74, and this is the only position that I'm in, okay, this is my only active position right now. I did close my swing short on Bitcoin before the pump. That's my only position right now. Okay, realized 4K, unrealized 3K. Anyway, that was the position. We'll see. We posted on Twitter as well. If you guys are not following my Twitter, go follow me on X. I do post a lot of stupid shit, but I do post a lot of good things. Don't look at that. I do post a lot of good as well. And yesterday, I told Twitter before the Nexus trade even happened, okay? I told Twitter, as long as Biddy doesn't shit the bed, this may be magically delicious for aid skis, okay? And we basically just have a PO3, which is why I'm targeting 75 cents. Okay, so yeah, follow me on X because I do give, charts from time to time. And this was actually a lower price than when we actually took the trade. Now, don't get me wrong. We got a better risk to reward in the Nexus. But, if you want to learn how to do that, the link for that in the description down below. So that's the situation right now. I mean, we'll see what happens on FOMC. We've been pretty much up only for quite some time now. So we'll see what happens in regards to the alts. We'll see what happens in regards to USDT dominance. And, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Does anybody have any questions? All right, let's check the comments. When wallet day? You're new, found me because you searched up handsome man online. Thank you, appreciate it. Crypto W Mao. Crypto. Oh. I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I have no problem collabing. I just don't have any freaking time. That's the thing. Like, I've had many people reach out to me for collabs, but honestly, like my entire all my attention has gone towards the Nexus in the last like 5 months or so. I really don't have time for a lot of things. I'm open to collabs. I welcome them. I got a collab with Crypto Princess. She hit me up like months ago. I'm a busy dude, man. I'm a busy dude. I'm a very busy dude. Sell the news, whatever the rates are. I also think we might get a scam pump and dump because let's look objectively, okay? Again, if we pull up Market Cypher and we do get a pump into our key level, right? 98.1, you're going to be getting divs on like every time frame, right? You're going to be getting divs on the 10. You're going to be getting divs on the 4-hour down. Now, I don't really base things off of divs anymore. As you can see, 95% of the time I have 0 indicators up. But I mean, ultimately, I'm at least aware that the divs are a possibility, and at least it could help give a little bit of confluence. So we'll see if I end up entering aggressively. I may opt to use exo charts to enter aggressively. I'm trying to learn exo charts. I'm not great with them yet, but so far it's been not bad for me. So, if I can see trap traders at the high at that level, this is honestly the first time that I'm even going to be trying it for like an SFP. So we'll see what happens. I'll be watching the delta. I'm not great with it. I'm still practicing. I'm still learning, but we'll see how it goes. And we might get it here. We might honestly get it right now. So we'll see. Am I going to Vegas? I'm not going to Vegas. Man, Dave, you know me, bro. I'm not the guy that goes to a Bitcoin conference. You know what I'm saying? No shade on anyone that does, but no, I'm not going to Vegas. Ola from Peru. Good morning from the Otter Gang. Alex sent me here. Ola from Toronto, Canada, my friend. Hope you are doing well. As your second time here, can I explain how I trade? What am I looking at? What am I looking for in simple terms? Okay, here's how I trade. Very simple, okay? I can identify a key level, whether that is based upon, like, I'm a smart money trader, okay? I've always been a smart money trader. Oh, EDC Vegas we might go to. EDC Vegas we might go to. Okay. Bro, hold on, Dave. Respectfully, bro. Dave, the reason that, okay, so people think I hate Bitcoin because I always people think I hate Bitcoin. I hate the people that love Bitcoin. So the community is exactly what I don't want to go for. Am I still using vectors? Yes, I am using vectors for when I'm using market cipher to enter. So like right now, for example, like if we get a pump that's seemingly out of nowhere based on vectors, I'm more inclined to short it if I see the vectors. Anyways, here's how I trade in the simplest terms, okay? I'm a smart money trader, okay? I'm a smart money trader. I've always been a smart money trader. I follow the smart money. I follow the market makers, whatever, okay? I identify a point of interest, whether it's liquidity, whether it's an order block, whatever it might be. I'm identifying a point of interest, and then I am waiting for confirmation. Usually it's structure based, and then I enter the trade, and I look for high risk reward trades. I'm very patient, I'm very disciplined, and I know what to look for. And really, that's it. If you want it in the simplest terms, I hyper obsess over liquidity. I'm always targeting liquidity because liquidity is why the market moves. It's not because of EMAs. It's not because of RSIs. At least in my opinion, it is simply because of liquidity. So I hate us. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I hate the people that are just too obsessed with Bitcoin. Like they don't have any personality outside of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, why do you... Let's say, I don't know. Anyway, why do most pro traders don't use red and green candles, but either uncolored or white? It's just preference, bro. It's just preference. I don't like red and white. It's too like Christmassy. Plus, for me specifically, because I use vector candles, when I have neutral candles, I can see where my vector candles are, right? If I have red and green candles, well, then two of my vector candle colors just got eliminated, right? So we don't want that. That's me, right? I just like the black and white. I don't even like, you know, even my order blocks, I used to have them colored. I don't even like that. I just like it as clean as possible. The only colors that you'll ever see on my chart, for the most part, are like white, gray, black is the background, obviously. Red are my point of controls. Green is my liquidity. And then yellow is like the favorite zones and shit. And like structure. But I don't use like, I don't like having a lot of colors on the channel. Yo, you can help with EXO lessons if I ever want. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I might hit you up. I think I'm doing not bad with it. I think I'm doing pretty not bad. But, you know, sometimes I get lost in it. So, and not that I get lost. Sometimes I think I build the narrative and it makes sense. And then it does the exact opposite. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? So I might take you up on that offer, brother. Yeah, the people that breathe Bitcoin. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we can't have a conversation outside of Bitcoin, it's like, dude, like, you know? And I suspect that most people that go to that conference can't have a conversation outside of Bitcoin. So, can I check CL1? I can check CL1. I feel like I grow cannabis for a living, but the whole stoner cannabis community just annoys you. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. It's not that I hate Bitcoin. I have nothing against Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just a chart and I just trade it, right? Like I have no emotion towards it, but the people that like everybody's so annoyingly obsessed with it. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So for oil, let's talk about oil. So oil's okay. I'm going to start trading futures, by the way. I keep saying that probably next month. I have a very busy, where's my music? I have a very busy May, but starting next month, I'm probably going to be trading futures. Let's talk about oil. Let's see what we can see here on oil. I haven't looked at oil in a long ass time, but let's see what we can uncover on oil before Bitcoin gets our pump here and we got to figure out what's going on. Okay. So oil's in a range, obviously. You're at the lows of the range. You just swept a lot of liquidity on the lows of the range. How would I draw this? I don't really know how I would draw this. See, I don't really know what the deal with that is. That was definitely COVID. Post-COVID. Does anyone know what that is from? What caused that? You think I'm talking about the original Bitcoin maxis? Things have changed. For instance, I'm slowly becoming A Bitcoin maxi. Look, to each their own. I just want to be able to. So you guys know more than me. I've never been to these conferences, right? But all I see is what's on Twitter, and what's on Twitter is like, man, look, I can find an example. Like, let me find one. I'll find it so easy because it's the first thing that comes up on my newsfeed all the time. Actually, it's all girls now because every crypto channel, I had to like right click and put not interested in this, not interested in this, because my whole thing was so like freaking just everything was Bitcoin. I'm like, oh my God, Twitter sucks. Like all the memes, man, you know, all the memes, like all the stupid memes, like this shit. This is exactly what I don't like. For example, this is a perfect example. Like how to make a man happy, and it's a girl flashing and it's like all green. Like, man, like, are we 12? Like, are we 12? You know, pain diagram, not having anyone to talk about crypto with. Like, why? What's on my mind? Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Like, why? Come on, brain. Have the dream where Bitcoin's at 100K. Like, I don't know, man. For me, it's just not my... no pun intended. It's just not my cup of crypto tea. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit I just... Oh, dude, it irks me. Okay, anyways, we're done. We're done with that. Oh, dude, I hate Michael Saylor. That guy's a weirdo. Okay, oil. Yeah, oil's kind of just in a range. I don't know what this big wick is. Isn't oil, like, good when there's war? You love Michael Saylor? Dude, Michael Saylor's a weirdo. First of all, Michael Saylor looks like... Yeah, take care, Alex. God bless, brother. Okay, oil has all this liquidity that it could come for. I don't really know how I want to interpret the range because I don't know the situation with this wick over here. Okay, I don't know the situation with that, but here's what I will say. I would interpret it like this, where this could be your range. Yeah, exactly. Oil potential PO3, 100%. Okay, this could be your range. This could be your manipulation. And this could be your expansion. So it does look like oil is going to move. Plus, isn't it oil's good when there's oil's good when there's war, isn't there? Isn't it? I don't know much about it. I just know how price gets from A to B, but yeah, that's how I would interpret oil right now. So if oil were to, did we take these lows? So here's what I would do. I would be looking for longs when those lows go, which are probable. I would say it's likely that this low goes. Okay. And I would be playing it like a, here's your tap one. Here we would be looking for tap two. And then if you break this, if you break that, then you're going to be looking for tap three here. And then that's a swing long up to here. Or at least up to like some of these highs. That's how I would be interpreting oil right now, personally. That's how I would be interpreting it. All right, so Bitcoin's kind of just chilling. Let's see what happens. People are already acting like we didn't already hit 100K. Man, yeah, I was talking about this on the stream on Monday. Like, the Bitcoin people that bought at 3K, 4K, 15K, 20K, 30K, like, you already won. It already went to 100K. You know what I mean? Bro, tell me a strategy that works with crypto. I am dead serious. I teach you how to trade, brother, exactly the way that I trade. If you want to learn how to trade like me, I teach you everything you need to know, literally everything you need to know in the Nexus, which is, I'm currently working on a redesign for the website, okay? We're redesigning it, but you get access to the course, you get access to all the modules, you get access to myself, you learn everything. You literally learn everything you need to know in the Nexus, and the link for that is in the description down below. I can't, like, there's no one thing I can just say, oh, this is what I do, and that's it, you know? I'm super bearish too, Geo, but I've discovered a couple of historical charts like the monthly Dixie that reflects a massive dump of everything starting second quarter. Maybe. Maybe. The market is so weird today. Bitcoin just ripped and alts did nothing. Man, it's because of dominance. Let's take a look at dominance. Yeah, man. Dominance is like... So this is what I want to happen. Again, I want to like make sure that this is very clear. Dominance is heading up, man. Dominance is heading up to like probably 66.4. What I want to happen is I want Bitcoin to go up. I want Bitcoin to take the high. I want Bitcoin to come down. I want Bitcoin to start ranging, and then I want the alts to move. I want dominance to start rolling over. But right now, objectively speaking, there's nothing to suggest that dominance is rolling over. It is mad bullish market structure. There's nothing, you know, alt season is very far away. Let's just say that. We're going to Vegas to play golf, tennis, go to the shooting range and eat steak. Okay, so that's a different story. Geo never got the invite, but that is something that is more, you know, in my piques my interest a lot more. So maybe next time. Have I looked at Planetar? I have not looked at Planetar. I've actually never looked at it ever. I don't even know what the ticker is. I know CryptoFace loves it. I have no idea what it is. Lol, altcoins. This is what you want for an alt run. Yeah. I'm officially invited. Well, I can't come. When is it anyway? It's this month, right? I'm a groomsman for a wedding at the end, the last week of May. So I can't come in May. I'm very busy in May. PLTR, Planetar. I know Face talks about it all the time. End of the month. Yeah, that exact month, I'm gonna be suiting up. Your boy's a groomsman, so you know. But I appreciate it, brother. Cougar fishing? Yo, that's funny. That's funny, man. Ireland. I'll have a beer for you, bro. Do I show my trades on X? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. Yeah. You know, like yesterday, for example. You know, I posted the idea. I was long on Solana, and I tweeted Solana. You know, before the dump happened. Like, okay, on Monday we longed on stream, and that held up, and that hit the target. And then I said no short or no longs until further notice because we went down. You know, I post from time to time, but the Nexus knows everything I do all the time, right? Which again is my my premium network, and I update everybody what I'm like looking at in real time. You know, USDT dominance. They knew everything before. Like today we talked about it on stream, but they knew about this whole thing, right? Like yesterday I pointed to this breaker block and pointing down. And this was, when was this update? This update was at 12 a.m. Man, I update at 4 a.m. I update at 2 a.m. I update at 2 p.m. Like, I'm up here all the time, you know? You just subscribed. Welcome, my friend. I'm ready to serve you. I'm pleased to serve you. Gio, am I more bearish on Bitcoin as price goes up? I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm more bearish. I'm looking for, when price rises, you look to sell, right? When price falls, you look to long. So it depends on structure. I don't really care about the price. The price is irrelevant to me. I'm looking at the candles. I literally don't care. This could be $95 and we're trading it at $95 as opposed to 95,000. You know what I mean? Like the number I don't care about. The number is irrelevant to me. I'm looking at liquidity. I'm looking at smart money involvement. I'm looking at order blocks. I'm looking at points of interest, right? I'm not really focused on. I do think that 100K for one Bitcoin is absolutely absurd. But I mean, whatever. Like I'm trading it. I don't care about the price. It's irrelevant. Planetar had a pullback yesterday because of growth concerns internationally, but apparently they have a load of contracts coming in agreements worldwide. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. Don't know what it is. The reason I don't really trade stocks is because, man, like okay, let's just say you're trading Tesla, right? For example. And then let's just say that Elon tomorrow is like, you know, starts getting on live and starts saying the most racist shit. Oh, I'm nuking Tesla, you know, this, that, whatever. Like, just starts being racist and shit. Like, Tesla's gonna go to fucking zero. So why do I want to trade something where the power is in one man's hands, you know? Geo, if I could have an intimate relationship with whatever cryptocurrency you could choose, what would it be and why? It would be USDT. USDT, bro. You are experimenting with a DCA short acting as hedge? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with hedging. I mean, objectively speaking, like if we just be objective here and we don't have our Bitcoin boners on. Why can't I? Oh. Objectively, okay, if we just zoom out a little bit, right? Look, where are we? Like, let's just be objective here. We're basically at the point of breakdown, right? Like, we were in a range for a long time. You're in your last order block, which is what we're in right now and what we're struggling right now, which is why we're looking for swing shorts, right? We flipped bullish structure here. We haven't had a retracement. So, you know, you're looking for swing shorts down here. Everybody's bullish, you know. Does it have to happen? No, not at all. It could just continue higher. But I think hedging is a good idea, in my opinion, anyway. Because one of two things could happen. Either it goes down or it goes up. If it goes up, whatever, your hedge was insurance. And if it goes down, whatever, your hedge was insurance. But if you opt to de-risk here, for example, okay, let's say you sell now at 97, then it goes to like 104. Then when it comes down to like 100 again, you could buy back. Maybe you missed the $2K, but at least you're paying for that in protection, you know? That's what I think. You would bang Litecoin? Sol is kind of on. Isn't that the same as when Trump speaks? Yes, it is. It's really annoying. Very annoying. Have I ever dated 6'1" Ita? No, I don't date my boys as girls. What if it's gay and goes sideways? It could very well do that. You would love to be. You would love to be with Sui. Joe, how do you know if you'll reject from an order block above or take the high? You're looking for confirmation. So, however, which way you decide to look for confirmation, whether you're using exo charts, whether you're using market cipher, whether you're using structure. For me personally, I use structure. I don't trust not structure. I'm using structure. Sorry, this is just a playlist. Hold on. Biden was so much better not for the economy but for trading. I 100% agree. Ever since Trump came in office, trading has been like chop and sideways and indecision and tariffs on, tariffs off, tariffs on, tariffs off. Man, Trump trading sucks, dude. Trump trading is ass. Oh man, I'm tired. Guys, we have 300 people in here. Hello to each and every one of you beautiful faces. I hope you were profitable this week, this month. I hope things are going well for you all. I don't think life could be better for me right now. So, you know, I pray that you can also say that. Bro, my music is so your music. We need to be in the same place. Dude, my music, I get down, bro. I turn up. You know, I turn it up, dude. I turn it up, brother. I turn it up. Yo, listen, I got a question for you guys. So trading is so boring. Like, look what we're even doing. We're doing literally nothing, right? I'm thinking about when we're trading and I'm looking and while we're waiting, or better yet, while we're in positions and whatever, I'm thinking, yeah, like I start DJing on stream. Would y'all fuck with that? Let me know in the comments down below if let me know in the comments if you guys would vibe with that. Me just DJing in the back while we're in a trade. I think it'd be mad fun to do that, and I don't think anybody does that. I think that would be really cool to do. What's up, gang? You trade options, but everyone live streaming it has a loop playing. I don't know how to trade options. But a buddy's been trying to get me into options for like a year. Bro, that's something you kind of do on. Yeah, man. That's sick, bro. Yeah, I might just start DJing while streaming. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be cool. As long as I play Britney Spears. Who am I? My name is Geo. I'm 5'2" 3/4. I'm a wannabe singing non-financial advisor. And I DJ and I MC weddings on the weekends. All right, guys, I'm going to go grab water real quick. Yeah, when I used to sing. I'll sing again. I need to just get my... The only reason I haven't sang... The only reason that I haven't sang yet is because I got a new MacBook. This is the old one. And I can't get my Logic Pro voice chain from here to the new MacBook, which we're on right now. That's the only reason I haven't sang. It's the only reason. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get water. Hit the like button. All right, let's check USD Tizzle. Let's check USD Tizzle. Started with options. Yeah, I got to figure out how to do them. I know there's a lot of money in options. No, I got my MacBook and I'm connected. My MacBook's on the monitors. You said I said I use structure, but in the case we reject from an order block or SFPing, the high happens fast, unlike Model 1 distribution, for example. Also, market cipher sucks because bearish divs don't work. Yeah. The divs definitely don't div. That I will tell you with absolute certainty. So here's what I think is gonna happen. I think we're just gonna chop until FOMC, and then we're gonna go bam and then bam. That's what I think. That's what I'm hoping for. I really want to short Bitcoin to 82. I really want to short. I really, really, really want to short Bitcoin to like 80K. But if there's no confirmation, then we don't do it, you know? Don't come back in like a week and say, oh, how was your short? Like, I'm not in it. To zero? Yeah, I mean, personally, you know my opinion about Bitcoin, bro. Okay, we're gonna get mad copyright on this stream, so I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. You'd close your short at 40? So I asked this on Monday. Okay, I asked this on Monday. Where do you guys think, if you weren't here on Monday, you can answer now. What do you guys think that the bear market low is going to be? What price do you think the bear market low is going to be? Might not get tomorrow, do it tonight. What do you guys think the bear market low is going to be? I think it's going to be 28K. It is my Shure SM7B. Is what that is. My Shure SM7B. Thank you, man. Explain BTC bear market low? What do you mean? Like, explain why I think it's going to be 28K? PA is terrible. I agree with that. Get it, bro. It's the best mic ever. Honestly, I love it. Very simple. So I went over this on Monday. Very, very simple. Very simple. Pull your volume. Pull your volume from the bear market low to where we are now. $28K. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. Yeah, 28K. From the bear market low to here, 28K. Simple. Pretty easy, I think. Okay, come on, Biddy. Don't dump without us, baby. And out, baby. Shout out to F13, bro. Thank you very much for the 10. So we short now and cover our shorts. Yeah, man. People are going to take that and be like, wow, Geo, you're fucking... No. Geo, if we have a 4-hour candle close above 97K, which is the macro POC, is that bullish? No. Nope. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Right now you have a range. Okay? This is your range. below your range, you have left liquidity. Anytime you leave liquidity behind the range, if you form another range up here, this might be your manipulation and this might be your distribution. So if you close 4-hour candles here, you might just form another range here, and then this is the range that's shortable down to here. So I wouldn't say closing a 4-hour candle above this high is bullish. It could be, but it also could be a PO3, right? Geo, so far, BTC has never dipped below the price on November 5th of presidential election years. Food for thought. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of it. Here's my opinion to that. And this is what I think. The cycles are broken. Okay. Bitcoin has also never taken the halving or the high pre-halving, and it did this cycle. So if there's ever a year to break the, to have the religion die, because Bitcoin is a religion, if there's ever a year to have disbelief in the religion, it would be this year, this cycle is what is my opinion on it. That's my opinion on it. Understand. I'm begging. 98.3 next. I'm with you on that. I'm looking for shorts there. Hopefully we get it. That would be wild. 80% dump would scare tourists away. Well, okay, let's look historically, okay? Let's look at things historically. Let's just go one cycle. We don't need to go more than that. The bear market low to the bull market high, we came down to the 786, right? Okay, fine. So if you do that again, if you come from the bear market low to the bull market high right now, that is 35K. Okay, but actually you went a little bit lower. You went to like the 886. Let's turn on the 886. Okay, you went in between. You went to like, let's say 0.8%. Okay, let's get the number. 0.8. You went like 0.8%, okay? So 786 down is at 35K, but you have this ugly liquidity, which we talked about 2 years ago. So, you know, does it make sense for that to happen? Yeah. The only way that would eliminate the whole, the Bitcoin has never touched the election price again, is if Bitcoin goes to an absurd number this cycle, where the 786, if we're going to go based on history, where what was the number? It was like 70K, right? Bitcoin was like 74K. That means Bitcoin would need to go to 300K this cycle in order for that thesis to be true. Could it happen? Absolutely, 100% it could happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. But do I think it's going to go to 300K? Fuck no. But I also, to be fair, when last year you guys asked me, do I think Bitcoin's going to go to 100K? I said, fuck no. And I was way wrong about that. So I could sit here and say, oh, I don't think it's going to go there. I don't think it's going to, I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm just trading it level for level. I really don't care. I really don't care. Dude, I don't know who would even, man, it's funny. People are like, Geo, is now a good time to sell my Bitcoin? And I'm like, the fact that you even made it all the way up here. They're like, no, they're like, Geo, would you sell your Bitcoin here? And I'm like, dude, I would have sold every single bit of Bitcoin I had at 70K. Like, I wouldn't have even made it this high. People got too much faith in the religion, in my opinion. But hey, again, to each their own. Don't, we will see an under 50K Bitcoin again. I can tell you that for sure. We might, man. I can't say for sure, but you know, we very well may. We very, very well may. We will. I would put my money on we will see those low numbers again over we won't. But again, I've been wrong macroly, and that's why I don't trade macro. I'm a scalper, and I'm in and out, and I don't, you know, Geo, where do I think it's going to be in 5 years? I have no idea. Where do I think it's going to be at the end of the year? I have no idea. And I don't pretend to know. We haven't even gotten QE yet. Yeah, that's a fair point. But the thing about QE is how do you get QE, right? The market needs to be so shit where the government needs to start QE. But this month, like if you go to the monthly candle, and this is across the board, not just Bitcoin, this up 28% in 1 month is not QE. This doesn't scream QE. Oh, let's do QE. That doesn't scream that, right? Flip this candle upside down. Now we're talking QE. So what if this candle turns out like this? And then they're like, oh my gosh, emergency, emergency. And then the next candle's like that. That makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Geo, did I decide to completely stop using Market Cipher or use it for confirmation? I'm more on the side of I don't use it than I do, but sometimes I do if I have very high confluence areas that I wouldn't be able to get in using structure. But even if I do have those areas, I'm usually trying to use structure all the time, right? Because I just can't trust the divergences, you know? I can't trust it. I can't trust it. I've made the mistake of saying Bitcoin or whatever the asset needs to go down based on this, based on that. I've made that mistake and it's done me more harm than good. So for me personally, it just doesn't fit my trading style anymore. I use it when I'm looking to enter aggressively sometimes, but it's very sometimes, you know, very sometimes. The government needs to refinance their debt either way. I know, but listen, like the whole thing with like, why was Trump doing what he was doing, right? Why was he nuking everything? And it's so that the governments would lower interest rates and do QE. But now that the market boomed this month, are they likely to do it? I don't think so. So what I think is going to happen is FOMC is going to be today. They're not going to do QE. Then the market's going to die. And then they're going to do an emergency QE like later in a month or something. That's what I think. But I'm also not very like economically educated. So, you know, don't take what I'm saying like I'm an expert. That's just what makes sense in my head. You know? That's what makes sense to me. Okay. My fixed range settings. Yep. So I have row size 200, value area 70. For my colors, up I have 0%. Down I have all the way white 20%. Up I have 0. Down I have all the way white 50%. And then I have POC as red. That's it. Nothing else. What is the difference between my course and the boot camps? Do the ideas and methods change in the course than the boot camps? Are they the same? The boot camps are no longer. The boot camps are. The boot camps are discontinued. Okay, boot camps are discontinued. And the course is like it's more organized. It's lessons. It's offline. It's more structured. It's better in every way. It's shorter. It's more clear. It's more concise. You get access to the Nexus in general when you get the core. Like, it's included in your membership. It's just better in every single way, which is why I discontinued the boot camps, because there's no point in getting the boot camps. The course is cheaper, and it's better in every way. You agree you just don't see Trump going into midterms without the market ripping? Yeah. Yeah. I just don't know how likely they are. And again, please don't say I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm saying I just don't know how likely it is to happen when we had a market rip like this, you know? Like, how likely is it really to get QE right now after this? I just don't think it's very likely. I think we have sell in May, walk away. I think markets crash. We get real capitulation, because I don't think what we had was capitulation, at least not on Bitcoin. And then we get QE. That's what I think. Like, who did we really shake out on that slow ass grind to the downside? Who did we shake out? Who did we shake out here? We didn't shake out anybody. This took forever. That's not capitulation. This is more capitulation. Right? This is capitulation. Big move. I just don't see that it's capitulation. COVID was capitulation. This is not capitulation to me. I don't think so. What's your question above? Geo, I know RSI is shit. What are my thoughts on MACD? Indicator experts say it's the best indicator. Man, this is my opinion on the indicators. Like, whatever it is, whether it's MACD, whether it's RSI, man, everybody's using indicators. I don't think indicators give you an edge. I actually think it hinders your performance, to be honest with you. But I don't. MACD is like, it's the same. It's just a momentum indicator. That's all it is. It's a momentum indicator. I've never used it. I have no idea. I hate RSI. I absolutely hate the RSI. RSI is my least favorite indicator of all time. I've never used the MACD though. Trump indicator, yeah. Oh man, I agree, man. Liquidity is all. Liquidity is all. Man, this is kind of disappointing that we're dumping right now. So do I think the top is in for May? I don't know, bro, but I'm looking for swing shorts here. I'm looking for up at like 98. Between 98 and like 98.5, we are in swing short territory. And what I will tell you is that the way that the price action has gotten to where we are now strengthens my case that we're in swing short territory. Like, this builds the case. The only thing that goes against this idea is that the altcoins are looking decent. So now the question is, do we listen to the altcoins or do we listen to Bitcoin? Because in my opinion, Bitcoin looks like fucking garbage. But this whole cycle, Bitcoin has looked like garbage. Like, the way that we came up here was nonsense. You have exact equal lows. You have all this liquidity behind. You have all this liquidity behind. This, to me, we're in swing short territory. This short could take you down to 74K. Could take you down lower. Could take you to 67K. No, I know alts are underperforming. I'm not saying in terms of their movement. I'm saying in terms of the price action. In terms of the charts, alts look not bad. Alts look like they could get a nice move. The problem is Bitcoin is at massive resistance, and the way that it came up to this massive resistance is not in a way that has me confident that we're going to that we're going to break through that resistance. Which is why I'm kind of hoping that we can just swing short at 98K. We come down, we range a bit, then dominance falls, alts move, then we come down. You know, there's too much strength in Bitcoin, which is why everybody's complaining this cycle. Dominance is up. There's way too much strength in Bitcoin. It's because Bitcoin is a religion and there's so much hype around it. And despite everybody telling you that retail's not in, there's so much fucking hype in it. I think, you know, if you make the religion bleed a little bit, you'll get real capitulation, and we'll see what happens, you know. RGO, when I bought spot, do I take in account on-chain metrics? I have no idea what that means. Can I look at Ondo? We might have a long on ADA here, by the way. Okay, here's what I'd say on Ondo. Two scenarios. Number one is this ends up being a model 2 accumulation. And your third tap happens below these lows. I would not long below these lows, anywhere before these lows, up to the high, and then potentially higher. This is what I mean. Like, alts are not looking bad. This doesn't look bad. Yeah, I like that. It's either that or it's this, where you have a model 1 accumulation, and it comes down to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin looks good. I mean, this looks good. Like, many of the alts look the exact same. They look not bad. It's Bitcoin that looks like shit. It's Bitcoin that looks like it could just easily rinse down. No, it looks like shit. Obviously, it has bullish price action. That's not what I mean. What I mean by that is it looks like it could take it back easily. That's what I mean by it looks like shit. But this looks not bad to me. These ideas look pretty good. And if they do end up being an accumulation, then it's probably going to take you quite higher. Like, this could be your low. This could be swing longs to the all-time high. Again, it depends on if dominance rolls over. It depends on how Bitcoin looks and whatever, you know? But that's what I would be looking at for Ondo. We'll put some alerts there. Why not? Whatever. My face when I read. I didn't even read your comment. Hold on. Let me see. Which comment are you talking about? When you read and ignored my comment. What was your comment? Is it me that's missing it? Crypto FXN. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't see your comment here. Can you comment it again? What did I must have missed it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. Okay, like ETF inflows? No, I don't. When I do spot, I'm doing high time frame analysis. I'm not doing inflows and all that shit. I'm a very TA based trader. Bro, MCV is based on the momentum of MACD and presents as waves and not lines. I know. But I don't use specifically the MACD was what I was asked, you know? I don't use the thing. ADA got some potential. I'm with you, man. I'm long on ADA, but I don't know, man. It's up to Bitcoin. Up to Bitcoin. Up to Biddy. Biddy runs the show, sadly. But we might have a long on Cardano here, to be honest with you. Maybe a little bit lower, but we'll see. If I can add to my long, I will. It might be here. That might be it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. That might be it. Why don't I do copy trading? Because it's not my job to feed your family and provide for you. That's your job. What happens? I copy trade and then everybody's happy, and then God forbid I die tomorrow and now your kids don't eat? No, thank you. I will never do copy trading. Here's what he sent. If you're consistently profitable, why not drop a link to your copy trading account? Let people copy your trades and earn % from it. That would be real proof instead of a Discord. Well, I just explained it. That's why. Listen, the Discord knows what I do every step of the way. So I don't hide shit. They know everything I do. And if that's not good enough for you, bro, then like if me updating in here is not like 15 times a day saying exactly what I'm doing, exactly what I'm looking for, exactly the positions I'm in, exactly when I'm TPing, exactly what the stop losses are, exactly when I'm wrong, exactly when I get taken out. Like, what else do you want from me, you know? It's not my job, you know? It's not my job to feed your family. That's weird. Do I have a spot for portfolio? And if I have it, what are my plans for the next few months? It depends on what the market does. I'm 90% in cash. I'm 90% cash. And I was 90% cash when we were at like 105K. Even before, when I was screaming all last year that alts are gonna fucking die, I was 90% cash and everybody was slandering me, and look what ended up happening. Randy says hi. Something that you never be. Ooh. Why NQ retrace the whole pump? Yeah. Man, like, this is basically as close to copy trading you can get to as possible. Like, what more do you want than if my gigalong idea on ADA is gonna work, it's gonna happen from right here. And then 20 minutes later, we're up. Like, what more do you want from that, you know? Gio, how do I measure risk reward? Do I look at the first target on the 15-minute when I'm shorting on a much lower target like the 4-hour? I just follow liquidity, bro. I just follow liquidity. All liquidity. Look, I even posted, by the way, right after, like, how many of you made your monthly membership cost back just from that? And listen, I'm not always right. I'm not always right, and I don't claim to always be right, okay? But, you know, it's there. The proof is in the pudding. So if somebody wants, no need to explain myself. Yeah, I know. I know I don't need to explain myself, but there he's asking a simple question, so I'm answering it in a simple way, you know? Copy trading is so toxic. One bad trade and everyone loses it because they don't use risk management. 100%. How did we already encounter yesterday? Told CF we wanted to sell your copy to someone so they will transfer the yearly plan to someone. He said, you're not scamming. No one's selling shit. I don't know, dude. I don't even know how copy trading works, to be completely honest with you. So if I'm a profitable trader, why don't I come and push the buttons for you? That's a good one. That's a good one. A good one. Okay, there might be a long here on ADA. I'm not very convinced yet. Do I share my trade ideas every day? I do. Every morning we live stream. Every single morning we live stream. Every single morning we come up with a plan, and then I'm updating the Nexus every time throughout the day, you know. How much is the Discord? The Discord is $100 a month. $100 a month. You get access to my streams, my levels, my calls, the network, the course. You know, you get a lot. Did I long the 93.3K SFP? I didn't, bro. It happened way too fast for me. It happened so fast. And I was on stream and we were looking at something else. I closed my short here, but the long happened way too quick for me. And then instead of longing Bitcoin here, which there was a long here, I longed ADA instead. And we had a pretty good risk reward on ADA. So I didn't get in on Bitcoin, but I got in on ADA. It just happened a little bit too quick for my liking. Happened a little bit too quick. Too quick, man. Look at this, like, market cipher wave. Like, look how sharp that is. This looks like a face. Look how this looks like a tongue face. Like the eye and the mouth. That happened way too quick for me. But if you did, good on you, bro. Good on you, brethren. Okay, guys, listen, we've been live. I've been live in the Nexus already this morning, and then now we've been here for an hour and 20. So I am going to, I think I'm going to go. FOMC, to my knowledge, is 2 p.m. EST, which is in 3 hours. Yeah. yeah, I'm gonna head out, trade safe, be good, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Shouts out to the Nexus. If you do want to join the premium network, the link for that is in the description down below. My friends, have an amazing day. I will see you Friday. One love. Be good, okay? You don't need to catch any knife. Get that shit out of your head. Wait for something good. Wait for high risk to reward. Wait for confirmation. Shouts out to everybody that's here for the very first time. It's been a pleasure to stream for you. I think you don't know how copy trading work. Well, you can send me a DM or look into yourself. It will pay you more than a Discord membership. No, I don't want to do it, dude. It's not my job to feed your family. That's it. You know, you put in the work. That's it. All right, guys, have a good day. See you later. Bye. Watch FOMC. Watch 98.2, 98.3. And I'll see y'all later. Set my heart on fire.